How we doing, guys? I am going to attempt to stack all this properly. All right, so I might need a minute. I'll be right back.
I didn't know you were live, but there it says here.
What's up, Rudy? How are you today? Two, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 5, 10. What's up, Kenny? How are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to attempt to stack all of this up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They gave us an extra pack. That was nice of them. Because I counted last time. When I counted out, I thought I counted one extra pack. And it is, in fact, one extra pack. We did. Yeah, it was a good... It's all, you know what? It's always nice to have a little bit of a respite. You know what I'm saying? A short pause. I like a short pause. So every once in a while, a short pause is a good thing. Eight, 12, 16, 19, 20 teen. I decided not to try for the White Sox today because the price. Nothing wrong with the Seattle Mariners. Nothing wrong with the Seattle Mariners. 20 teen. It's a new number. New number. All right, we could wait for everyone else, or we can just go. So we're just gonna go. I don't feel like. Oh, you know what? I can't go. I gotta grab top loaders. Hold on. Boo. All right. You crack up a new case of top loaders. Ought to have more. Do 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 do. Rip it, rip it. What's going on, Tommy? How are you today? What do we have going on tomorrow? Tomorrow is 5-star. Tomorrow is Panini Immaculate. So we will have both of those. And more than one break of each, which is nice. Plus, we'll see what the secondary market looks like. There you go, Tommy. Tommy, you're good people. You know, the Blue Jays they've been a little tough. I mean, I'm not going to lie. My impetus for lowering prices was not that I felt like they necessarily needed to be lowered, because I don't, because we did. eBay this weekend was very strong, you know, and we were money-wise right where I felt that we needed to be. What's up, Scott? But that it has been a little harder for some of the bigger spots. You know, they haven't been hitting as much as I would like. And to me, instead of saying, well, that's the breaks, I figured, well, I'd lower it. And then when I started lowering a few of the teams, I thought, you know, let's take them all down a little bit and just bring some, you know, a fresh perspective to the break. And not that I think we need a fresh perspective to the break, but that it, you know, every once in a while I sometimes do that kind of thing. And so it is what it is. The break went down. Someone should go add it up quite a bit. Are we going to have an auto in the first pack? What's up, Ryan? What's up, Scott? Yeah, it was a good day yesterday. You know what it was? A peaceful day yesterday. Not that breaking isn't peaceful, but you know what I'm saying. Every once in a while, it's nice to be able to decompress, Savali. And I got to do that yesterday. You know, just chill out. Which I like. Is that really gonna be, is that gonna be an auto? Might be an auto. Munoz. And then look, Munoz. So it is what it is. Sometimes when I start, I just, you know, it finishes where it finishes. And it finished today with me lowering everything. I mean, some things only went down $1. So, you know what I'm saying? But then they were cheap at 16. I almost didn't drop the Padres. I almost didn't drop the Mariners. But I thought, yeah, whatever. That's why we do this. Who cares? Oh, no, believe me, I spent my day yesterday working. I was working. I had all of my stuff with me, and I have a lot of retail orders that I'm working on that I have to have in by the 1st. So I have been... You know, here's the complicated thing. All right, here we go. Here we go. The Giants should be more expensive. They won 6 in a row. Since the Giants have Joey Bart up, they are undefeated. Joey Bart is on a 4-game hitting streak. The Giants have won 6 games in a row. They're 2 games under 500. If they take 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers, I'm going to start considering them serious. 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers, and I will consider them serious. Right now, you're on having a good run. You know what I'm saying? But now they've moved themselves up to 3rd place in their division. Blue. Look at that. Not going to say any names, but somebody who bought the Royals felt like that they weren't going to get any hits, and I told them, you should be positive. And you might. And look at that, you got a blue. True blue. Out of 150. So anyway, hold on. Let me answer my wife. All right. Do we want to have a breaking conversation at looking at next year? Hey, Tatis. Or do we just want to ignore next year until next year? It's completely up to you guys. I don't like there to be surprises, so I like to talk to you guys about these things, but if we're just focused on this year, I'm happy just to stay on this year. Yamamoto. Springer says he wants to talk about next year. JD wants to be traded. I don't know about Zach. Patrick Corbin. Brian says now. You're my kind of people, Brian. I would wait for other people to answer, but I think, well, this isn't a me story time as much as it is a genuine conversation about 2021. Here's the thing. Okay, and here's the real conversation. I spent more money this year. We spent a lot more money this year than we did last year, and our allocations have been smaller. Our allocations have been smaller. So, what's up, Chris? So, I made some calls and I talked to a few people, and I think they're going to be not better next year. There is talk of Series 1, which has never happened in the history of the world, Series 1 potentially being allocated. Okay? And if you pay attention to the market at all, and you look around at the pricing, you see that there are people trying to sell the Series 1 cases. The pre-sale in the Series 1 is like $1,300 a case for hobby and $1,350 for jumbo, something like that. All right. I personally believe that number is idiotic, and I strongly urge you all not to pay that kind of money. I strongly urge you not to pay that kind of money. But when those kind of things happen, Boyd, it, good or bad, right or wrong, has an effect. Hey, look at that. Nice. Lou Bob is off and running early with a refractor. With the way the market sets itself up. Laureano? Suarez? Story. So, what does that mean for next year? What that means for next year, and you know, okay. This is my frustration with all of this. Don't get me wrong. Okay, there is no part of me in this conversation that says that I dislike or we're going to stop breaking. That neither is true. I love this. I love this because of the conversation, because of the camaraderie with all of you, more than I enjoy opening the packs of cards. That is the truth. I like the camaraderie. I like the interaction. I like the, you know, so many of you I know very well, have gotten to know you very well. And I enjoy that more, and I like that, and I want that to continue. I also am not interested in jamming anybody up. Okay. Had a conversation with someone that I respect. Again, this conversation keeps coming up and I keep fighting it about take the money and run, take the money and run, take the money and run. And we're just never going to do that. It's not... Ooh, look at that. 2 hits. I think one's an auto. Might be 2 autos. No, this one doesn't look like it's an auto. It's a little high. I don't know. Anyway. And so... Oh, it's a true green. Come on, true green, big boy. Looks like I don't know. Just be a big boy. Ozzy Albies. All right. So what does that mean? Okay, so what does that mean? I'm just we have to look. I have to start looking at other things. I have to start looking at this breaking in another way. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. When you break it that way, so we have to. I mean, when you open it that way. So in order for us to do that, in my opinion, to keep doing this the way that I feel like I want to do it, and that is having reasonably priced breaks that, oh, so close. Oh, here's the autograph right here. I was like, where's the autograph? Hey, Mike King for the Yankees. Refractor. So we've had 2 autos and 4 boxes. That's pretty awesome. I like that. I'm going to have to take a look at other things, because here's the way this market goes. Here's the way this thing goes. Okay, and this is why I've told you guys. I've been honest with you guys from the beginning. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to continue to be honest with you about it. Okay, this is the way the market goes. I get my allocations. I get my numbers. I get the numbers that I'm going to get at a certain price. Okay, and that is a price that we use to break off of. That is where how we price things. I don't pay attention to as much as I should to the might have been to the secondary market as I probably should have, where it's going, because a lot of times that is a false number. 99% of the time that is a false number. The number that people want to sell their product for, I can tell you right now, I got people messaging me and saying, Dune, should I pay $4.50 for a case of jumbos? Hell no. The case cost on the price of jumbos is nowhere near that anymore. $4.50, that was pie in the sky. $4.50. If your local shops are trying to sell it for $4.50, they're doing something wrong. They're doing something wrong, and that's not in my opinion. That's just a flat 100% complete and total fact. They're doing something wrong. But anyway, so then the product. So we have whatever we have. For example, pre everything, I have a case and a half of what's coming out tomorrow. Panini Immaculate. A case and a half of Panini Immaculate. That was I had more last year. And I have 2 cases of 5-star. Okay. We're going to break those at the price that I am comfortable breaking them at, no matter how much more they are on the secondary market. Okay, that's just the way that's just the way that we do it. That is the way that I'm comfortable with doing it, and that's the way I'm going to continue to do it. If I can get more at a reasonable price, then we will do so, and then we will break it. If I can get some in the range, like with the Leaf Trinity, we were able to get some more in a price that I think is still worthwhile for you guys to break with and get some value out of, which is why we did it. Grisham, I'll put him in a top loader. All right. We've talked about this before. So I'm giving you all the backstory to let you know what we're talking about for next year. I think next year is going to be even tougher than this year. I honestly do. So we are going to use more retail in our breaks because I do believe there is value in the retail. We don't have to jam people up, which is just completely something I'm completely and totally against. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know what the numbers are. I don't know what the numbers are. What's up, Robbie? I bought this at a gun show. Actually, we went to a gun show in St. Louis, and this is my takeaway. I was like, ooh, orange. Let me buy that. It's orange and black. I'll take it. Anyway, that's the only reason I bought it is because it was orange and black. The only one I keep stabbing is myself with it. So this is, I think next year is going to be more complicated than this year. Our price is going to be higher. I'm not going to say prices are going to be higher, but they're not going to be lower. They're not going to be lower. And so that has the way that next year is setting up means that I have to pay attention to a lot more stuff a lot sooner than I would necessarily like to. I don't want to deal with Austin Riley. I don't want to honestly deal with next year until we're done with this year. But I got to make sure that I have what I feel like is enough to get us through, Series 1 in the event that we don't get the numbers that I want. Because the numbers that I want, I want 60 cases of Series 1. Is what I want to be at. I want to be somewhere in the 60 case range. I think that gives us enough to break until everybody's like, that's it. We've had enough in the Facebook group. What's up, Mark? It'll take care of everything I need to take care of with eBay, and enough left over that we can piecemeal it out during the year. You know what I'm saying? For fun. Hey, let's go back to a Series 1 break, that kind of thing. So that's where I want to be. And so, so then I have to balance myself out is what if the best case scenario happened and I got all 60 cases, plus I put in order, a big fat order of retail, I got to make sure that I can cover everything. And it's just, so we'll see how things play out. It is getting more and more difficult. I think anyone who's in this at all understands this, for us to keep doing it the way that we're doing it. We're just behind the 8 ball in so many different ways. I'm not doing as much product as I want for certain things because I just think the price is idiotic. Ichiro. So I'm not saying this about any other breaker, good, bad, or indifferent. Okay. Because I've said this before and I believe this. How different people handle their break is their business and their business alone. All right. It's not for me to tell anybody else how to do it, but I just know how we're going to do it. And the way that we want to do it, the way that we want to keep doing it means this is going to just be more complicated. It's just going to be more complicated. Eric Cosmer. Snell. Usually behind Snell is Lubob, but it was the other way. It's a much more competitive market. I mean, it is much more competitive market. Hey, look at that. Hey, look at that. Another autograph. Jordan Refractor. I think, in my opinion, this guy is going to get no love, and people are gonna give up on him. There's going to be a lot of great buys out there on him, and he's going to come roaring back next year. So I don't know. You guys break in other breaking groups. Again, and that's just the, what's up, Betsy? That's just a statement of fact. I mean, we all do. I do. But you guys see the prices. You know what's going on. You know how things are handled, and, the ones who are handling it as best they can, and the ones that are just jamming people up just for the sake of jamming people up. Both, actually. It's a much more competitive. There's a lot more breakers out there, a lot more. Everybody thinks they are gonna turn a quick buck, and so And there are guys out there. There are guys out there with deeper pockets than we have, and deeper pockets will be the ones that who get the extra. And here's the other complicated part of this, guys. The other complicated part of this is that there are some things I can't talk about, but there's some complicated stuff behind the scenes where rebuys and things are concerned, that there are expectations of me as a breaker to rebuy above what I can get it somewhere else in order for me to lock in more product for the next year. I don't like that system. I think that system is crap. Brandon Lau. I don't think that I should have to overpay a week later when I can get it for $200 a case cheaper somewhere else, and we can still break this, you know, at a price I can live with. And so that affects my stuff moving forward. Does it ultimately probably hurt us a little bit as a group? It does. I'd be lying. Yes, that's exactly it. But, well, June, if you would pay $3,000 a case for cases that you can get $2,600 elsewhere, next year there might be a chance. What's up, Charlie? There might be a chance we can get you more product. Well, okay. Well, I'm not. Everybody has their finger in the pie, and I get it. The market is strong. And when everybody has their finger in the pie, it just means everything is more competitive. It just means the cost is going to go up. Everybody thinks they should get more of this and more of that and more of the other thing. And who suffers at the end? Who suffers at the end? Because Topps prints it and puts it out for a certain number. Unless you are with a shop, then it goes to distributors. Distributors add some on there, and then you have there's just 15 people with their finger in the pie. And I get it. And everybody should get a piece of that pie. But at the end of the day, the only ones who are suffering, in my opinion, are the guys who are buying this product. Well, even if they don't, Sam, Scott, even if they don't, there's an expectation that somebody will. And I think that's just the wrong way to do that. And let's be honest, again, there are guys with deeper pockets than me who feel like they can get into this now and become the next great breaker, are putting a squeeze on guys like me who I worry about other things first. I do. I worry about other things first. Yeah, but then even with the brick and mortar, I would have to wait a year. We'd have to be in business for a full year, and we'd be at minimum allocations. It would take forever to do so. And like I said, we had a couple of deals in place to buy shops, and then all of a sudden the market has stayed crazy, and everybody wants craziness, and I'm just not going to play. I'm not going to pay craziness. I don't know. I don't have a good answer. Are we going to stop breaking? Hell no. And I'm going to fight it tooth and nail because I'm, in the words of one person, stubborn enough and dumb enough to believe that I can get my way. All right, maybe I am. Well, Topps may do that. That's what Panini has done, Betsy. Panini has cut out the middleman a lot. That's why from distributors, you almost get no Panini because Panini sells direct. I don't know. I don't have a good answer. Things aren't going to change horribly next year. Why in the hell are people texting? Why is it everybody always waits until we're right in the middle of a break to start messaging me? Honestly. Oh, family. No wonder it's family. I don't think it's corruption. Rudy, I wouldn't go that far. I think that there's manipulation going on? Sure. Do I think everyone wants a maximum value for what they have? Sure, I do. Is that wrong? I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's wrong that everybody wants maximum value, but again, but the problem is when a product releases and people think it's worth $3,500 a case, and a week later it's at $3,000, something's wrong. Honestly, something's wrong. So what we may end up doing, one of the things we may end up doing is revisiting products after, we'll have our allocation, we'll break that, we'll wait for the market to settle, then we'll rebuy more, and we'll break more then. Does that mean some things we're probably going to be past? Yes, Betsy, you are 100% right, and that is my fear. Because the only ones that are ultimately taking the brunt of this are the guys who are buying this stuff. Now, is there a lot of dumb money in the hobby? Absolutely, there's a lot of dumb money in the hobby, and I don't think that dumb money is going away anytime soon. I don't think. I don't think. I just don't think it's going away. You know, Charlie, I think my real opinion, and I don't want to be rude to anyone who feels differently, but you know, honestly, if I'm at Walmart or Target, which I don't go to because I refuse to wear a mask, and I see product on the shelf, I grab it. I grab it. I think that is up for grabs for whoever gets there first. I wish people would handle it different? I do wish people would handle it different. But at the same time, you know, a lot of the times, and this is not a reflection on you, of course, but a lot of the time, the guys that I have seen posts from who are complaining the most are only upset because they didn't get to all of it first. Well, where do you draw the line? Then the businesses need to draw the line. The businesses need to draw the line. They need to do a better job of it. I can only speak for myself, but if you get a less of an initial cost and have to buy more, I know, but it's just not the way that I want to do it. You know, I think that and again, these are things that I have to work through, that I just have to work my way through. I don't like doing a break at a certain cost, and then I have to go back and I have to raise prices. I hate that. Don't leave it, Charlie. Don't leave it. I honestly, I in the stores, I don't feel bad. That's what it is there for. If the stores want to regulate it, let the stores regulate it. If the stores no longer want to carry it or sell it only online, then let that happen the way that it's going to happen. Do I think there are a lot of schmucks out there buying cards? You bet. Have I had grown adults snatch cards out of the hands of my kids when we were out there looking for cards? Yes, they have. And trust me when I tell you, it never ended well for them. Because I will kick somebody upside their head and take that box back and then stomp on them a couple times if they put their hands on my kids. Don't be fooled into thinking that I'm that nice of a guy. You know, that happened twice, and both times it was not something that the other person was expecting, and not something that they will probably ever do again. So I do think some people take it too far. Absolutely, they do. And I think if you're in that position where you're going to snatch it from somebody else, you ought to be banned from that. But if the stores aren't going to regulate it, it is frustrating, which is why we're trying to do what we're trying to do and trying to make more of that available to you guys, you know. And I don't, you know, but if finding the wild is finding the wild, I'm just not one who believes that you need to be, because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to lie about it. When we went to Disney World, look at what we did at Disney World. We came back with a couple hundred boxes of Topps Chrome Update, and we hunted them all down, and I bought every single one that I could find. We broke it all, so I'm not buying it for me to open. I'm buying it for us to break, but I never left a box, nor will I. See, that's what Target should do. If they feel that strongly about it, that's where they should go with it. But I don't know. It is what I will say is that the guys out there who I know are doing the breaks the right way, you know, I like those guys because I know what it is from my end. Now, is it that some of these guys have monstrous allocations and we don't? Absolutely. And when you have monstrous allocations, I mean, it's all fine and dandy and good. You know. The Royals already hit. The first one we hit was a Royal. And you know what? And that's what, but that's on target. That, to me, that's on target. And should Target regulate it? Probably, because they should. They again, you know, buying it in the wild has never been an easy thing. I don't think it should ever be an easy thing. And if we're worried about each other's feelings about everything, you know, maybe you're doing the wrong thing. But let's take a look and let's be honest with each other. I'm in a lot of these other buy-sell groups as well. How many of these guys, you know, I did a Target run and found all this. Who wants to rebuy it at $35 a box? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the first thing out, Charlie, was second thing out. So in the wild, you know, maybe. I mean, the thing is, if I were them, would I consider doing that? Sure. But everything that happens, and here's the problem, and here's what might spell the end of what we do, Demerite, is that this is all about allocations. This is all about allocations. And you know, if it comes right down to Moncada, we have to rebuy at a higher price in order to just keep getting product. If we're going to keep breaking, you know, there's going to have to be hard decisions that are going to have to be made. But the problem is then, what advantage do you have over anybody else? You know what I'm saying? Well, but there are store-only things too, Rudy, though. That Target has a couple of things that are exclusive to them, and Walmart has a couple of things that are exclusive to them. You know, just set up something ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bots for sure. Bots for sure. But set up something. I mean, so, you know. And then that doesn't even count Panini. And Panini in the store, and basketball and football and all the craziness there. So I don't know. I don't like seeing the hobby that I enjoy so much turning into a money grab. And that really bothers me a lot. And you know, could it ultimately mean, Leba, that we're going to have to just stop breaking altogether? That is a genuine possibility, Reyes. I mean, that is honestly a genuine possibility. The deep pockets are always going to win the war. And, you know, you're probably right, Short Man. I would agree with that. And I do think that will be, you know, when other avenues open back up, when real estate market gets solid again. What's up, Jesse? When other things get, you know, a little bit better, stock market, I think people will start putting money back into other things, and I think we'll see the balance. Part of the problem that we have now is that a minority affects the majority, and so that to me is a bigger problem for pricing and stuff. Again, I do not have a problem at all with card shops trying to maximize value for what they have. It has been hard on card shops for a long time. There aren't a lot of card shops who make a lot of money doing this, Tanaka, and this is a good time for them. And for their sake, I think you have to maximize your profit, because it could turn. It could turn. Once see, hey, you look at Mike Trout. So I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know what all this means, but in the big picture, but you know, we started down a specific path, and I have no desire to change that path. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be an also-ran, you know? Yeah, you're right about that, CL. I don't want to be this sounds very conceited, and I don't mean for it to sound conceited. And I think you guys know that I don't mean it this way. But I don't want to be every other breaker. That is not why we're doing this. I don't want to be every other breaker. You know? I don't want to be every other breaker. And so we will just continue to fight being Smoky Blizzard every, you know. This is all positive. This is all positive. What are you talking about? I am positive that we will continue to do this the way that we want to do it until we're either driven out or, you know. Brock Burke. Danny. Good autos. So, you know. I'm just going to sit back and watch everybody talk about the pricing of stuff now. So, long story short, we'll see how next year plays out next year. But we are definitely going to be using more retail mix where we can, where we have worthwhile stuff. Robbie, have fun working. How's the new house? How's the new house? Lubob. You know, Rudy, and that's the thing. If what you come out of this with is you're a smarter buyer, man, that is everything, right? That is everything. You should share pictures at some point, Robbie. Snell? Huh, how come Lubob is coming in front of Snell? Eloy? Kyle Lewis. Oh, you're putting in new floors, huh? What kind? Fortunately, you're easy to pick out in amongst the conversation that's going on. Just remember while you guys have your conversation that civility should always rule the day. Oh, nice. Yeah, send pictures when you get it done, Robbie. All right, Robbie, have a good night. Have fun at work. As much fun as you can have working. You know, but the problem is, though, ultimately with anything like this is when the hobby is strong, you're going to have, you know, these are the kind of things that are going to have happen. And is it ultimately a bad problem that, you know, people are... I can tell you right now, working on my Giants Rainbow, I am paying more for cards this year than I did last year. Walker, Refractor, or Shimmy Shake. So is that a bad thing? Well, it is, sort of, but it's also makes it a stronger retail. You know what I'm saying? Benintendi. Dubon. Otani. And how did I do in the 10-caser? Hey, look at that. I did not do as well as I would hope for the spots that I paid the most for, except for Dubon. So the Lubob spot, while Mark is arguing his other points, is early here doing pretty well. I have to say that this conversation would be more fun if we could hear everybody talking. Don't you guys think so? I'm just enjoying watching the conversation. Somewhere in the middle, looks like it's just some color. Gavin Lux. Gavin Lux. AJ Puck, nice. All these seem to have some kind of, I don't know, something on the back. Almost like they put some kind of powder on them to help them go smoother, you know what I'm saying, and didn't blow it off. Smokey, it is tough. I don't, just for clarification, because I don't want people to think that, I do not buy my product in stores. I get my product from a distributor. So none of this came from me going from door to door or buying it from anybody else. I won't do that anymore. We used to do that back in the day, but now that things have changed, we don't do that. Benintendi, Albies, Yamamoto, and Santander. All right, let me move these out, and then we'll get on to the pink. Oops. We're going to do 5 because we had 1 extra pack in the box. That's nice. So Betsy, how are things on Iowa? Have the flood waters gone away? Back in the 1990s, the hobby was hot and suddenly became a global product. In the dark days. Yes, I had a card shop during those dark days, Jeff. The thing is, I'm not concerned at all that they're going to suddenly open the floodgates. I think they're all smarter than that. They all know what happened the last time, and nobody wants to go back to those times. So I don't think that is a problem. I don't ever think that that's going to be an issue, because I've had those conversations with people directly from Tops, and I believe them when they say that they very cautiously control the amount of product, because they do not want to return to that. So I think they are making sure that doesn't happen. So no, I don't think we need to worry about that. I think that we have to worry about the opposite, which is what is going on now. Is the hobby is so hot that everybody wants a hand in everything, and it's driving up prices. Is that a bad problem? I mean, again, you can look at it however you want. If we were on the opposite end of this, that's good, right? Hot and dry. That's what it is here. Speaking of hot and dry, I think I left the water on the side over there. Dune you? Yes, I am me, Jesse. There's got to be more to that I'm missing. Hold on one sec. Hey, is your mom home? Katie, go on the side of the house, please, and just turn off the water that's on the sprinkler on the side. It's been on for an hour. I did not intend to leave the water on for an hour, but it happens. You're still doing a few more of that. Oh man, we got Jesse. We have at least. I think I have 8 more. I think I have 8 more. Hold on, let me go walk over there and I'll tell you for sure. It's fun how we have like 4 conversations going off at one time. My whoopee cushion, the dog toy. That would be more fun if it was a whoopee cushion though, Betsy. Nope, I am wrong. We're going to have 4 more of the half quarters. 4 more of the half quarters. All right, we're into pinks. Springer likes it. We will have 4 more of the half quarters. Bichette. Dodger fans. Hater. It's funny. I was watching, who was I watching? PTI yesterday. I really enjoy watching those 2 bozos. Who's the old bald white guy? I can't think of. I can remember Wilbon. I can never make Kornheiser. He is like, well, it doesn't matter with the Dodgers because they may make it to the World Series, but they aren't going to win it. Scott, I disagree with you completely on that notion that it was ever a kid's hobby. It is never ever, since the actual hobby began, you know, really became a thing, it was adults. It was adults. Biggio. So was it more at one point more inclusive cost-wise for kids? It was. You know, and that's a shame. Biggio purple out of 299. Oh, was that 299 or was that 290? 290 out of 299. So, you know, Anthony K. Brendan Lau, Joey Votto, Lorenzo Cain. Yeah, I do wish it was more, but the thing is, you know what? I mean, again, at the end of the day, greed's gonna rule it. You know what I'm saying? Greed's gonna rule it, and there's not a way you can really get around that. I mean, people are gonna have to be more. I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna. Adults are gonna have to be more willing to share their stuff with their kids. I don't know which adults those are. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I dropped one. Knocked one in the back. If my kids were interested, I'd be happy. You know. Does anyone like the MLB stickers? I can get the MLB stickers actually for fairly cheap. I don't know if anybody likes that stuff. Somebody offered me some. I was like, I don't think there's any break value in there. I'm pretty sure. No, he didn't try to pawn anything off of me. He never tried to pawn a thing off of me ever. Actually, not. It wasn't even him. Someone trying to pawn some off of me to get me to buy something else. That's true, short man. That is true. Stroke of genius on Topps' part. Stroke of genius. This hobby has endured. This hobby has endured for a long time, and it would continue to endure long after the last breaker has opened a pack. It will morph into something else. Maybe all these companies will decide to, people have to buy direct, and I don't think it's ever going to crash. I just think it's going to change. You know, how much would the hobby change if you could only buy direct from Topps, and your maximum that you could buy was half a case of whatever it is? You know what I'm saying? It would change the hobby a lot. Not every other card is worth a nickel in there. There are lots of cards in there that are worth much more than that. Quit being so negative. Quit being so negative, CL. There are lots of good hits inside of, there are lots of bigger hits inside of that product. You see, you guys are so negative. Quit being so negative. Quit being so negative. You guys are so negative. I'm trying to find a little positivity. There's a lot more than that. I know someone who pulled a $300 trout out of there, and then more than a year later still got $300 for that trout. It doesn't matter how often they happen. You're talking like they never happen. See, stop. Okay, stop. Enough with the foolishness. Okay? I understand that people don't like certain products. I understand people don't like certain products, but it is a lie to say that no big hits come out of opening day. Big hits come out of every product. Are they harder to get? Absolutely they are. Did having Lou Bob in there help that? Absolutely it did. But we pulled plenty of big hits out of the stuff that we had. $100 cards. A $100 card is still a big hit no matter how often it comes out. So that's just silliness. Again, you guys push off things on because you don't like it. And remember, at the end of the day, I'm going to remind all of you, at the end of the day, this is also a business. All right? So sitting around in chat bad-mouthing every single product that comes down the pipe. What's up, Jeremy? I mean, I get it. I get it with opening day. But it was a stroke of genius, whoever at Topps decided to put that in there, because it took a otherwise product that would not have appreciated in value and made it appreciate in value. That's it. That's right. So on Topps' part, it was a stroke of genius. There are decent hits in that product. We hit some. Is it harder than other products? It is. I know. But it is not a junk product. It might not be one you prefer, but it is not a junk product. Hey, did Katie turn off the water on the side? Because what do I hear going? Kevin Lux.
Sounds to me like a shower. Yeah, it's a shower. I'm gonna grab my headphones. You good on your drink?
I don't have any idea. Yeah, I think so. It does, and the thing is, I'm gonna be honest again and tell you that I think there are a lot of people who, I'm not gonna name specific products, but there are products that are universally hailed as the greatest thing in the world that I think are crap. It's a matter of my opinion. Do big hits come out of those products? Absolutely they do. Absolutely they do. Do they also have packs? And we've all seen it in breaks where there's absolute crap in product that's $250 a box. Absolutely there are. Absolutely there are. And that's part of this game that we're in. But you know, I think this has a little bit bad corner. It is a hobby. It is a hobby for me. It is a hobby for me, Mark, because I don't resell my Giants, so this is my hobby. This is my hobby. My hobby is collecting giants. Cody Bellinger refractor. That's my hobby. And also my hobby is putting up with you guys all the time. And your hobby, part of your hobby is putting up with me, you know. Part of our hobby. Hey, look at that. We went both ways with Lou Bob. We went both ways. For CL, it is a hobby. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. So we went Lou Bob Sepia. We went Lou Bob Refractor. Yes, Jesse, that is what we do. Turns out that someone's in the shower. It wasn't the water outside. That's pretty good, Jesse. I like that. Yes, that is 100% is correct as well, CL. It is absolutely driving me nuts right now. Mike Trout. It is absolutely driving me nuts right now. Every night I go to bed fretting about tomorrow, and then every morning I wake up and then I go to my email or I wait for the calls to see what is going on. I count the minutes until I get my first text message of some goofball trying to sell me something for way over cost because they think I'm an idiot. Well, that's because you're too busy arguing. Quit arguing, Mark. Mark, I'm going to say this to you with all due respect. All right? If you would shut the hell up and watch the break, you would note that you have Lou Bob Refractor and Shimmy Shake plus a sepia. But you won't shut the hell up and quit arguing. Thank you, Betsy. I'm not sure who's entertaining in this. I think it was Mark and CL and Shortman who are the entertaining ones today. I was enjoying just watching the conversation myself. I think it was fun. I would have put in my 2 cents during that conversation, but I see both sides of that argument. So, you know. What's up, Butterman? We're having fun today, though, right? It's a good day. I take one day off, I come back, and everybody's chomping at the bit, and then we're having a good time. Everybody's going all crazy with stuff, and cards are still being open. These 2 jumbos are the last 2 from the case, yes. The last 2 jumbos from the case. It is good. It is good. Life is good. I can tell you with all seriousness, once again, that I have no problems that are not first world problems. So that is my life. My life is filled with first world problems. And if that is what my life is filled with, my life is wonderful. And I'm going to say it again. And people might think I'm corny, and I will be corny, and I will be happy to be corny. There is nothing else I'd rather be doing than hanging out here with all of you guys doing this. The brawls that we sometimes have in the chat and all the other stuff that goes on, there's still nowhere else in the world I'd rather be than sitting my butt right here in this chair on my San Francisco Giants blanket doing this with all of you guys. So, first world problems, I can live with it. If the worst problem that we have going into next year, which will be a problem, is I can't get as much product as I want, we'll still live. I don't think anyone's going to die because we can't. And honestly, and I mean this with all sincerity, and this is just the truth, if the whole market turned upside down and we had to quit breaking tomorrow, you guys, I know people don't believe me because I've had people message me, I genuinely would be happy for what happened and appreciative for everything and just find a way to move on. I would move on to plants with my wife. I would become the impresario of Hoyas. I would become the Hoya king of St. Louis. Yes, that is true, CO. That is true. We will change our name to Green Thumb Breaks, and we will break Hoya plants. We'll break the leaves off and sell them individually. Like that. I don't think that's how you do it, but it seems reasonable to me. Put them in dirt. Hope they grow. That's what we'll do. I'll go get a job delivering pizzas, and I'll spend my days out in the backyard playing with my plants and the dogs. Hope They Grow Breaks. That's a good name for it. Or we'll just expand out to the other sports. You know, if we had to expand out to the other sports, you know, it is what it is. But if we can all sit in this room because we bought into a baseball card break, all of our problems are first world problems, and hallelujah. That's what I say. The succulent spot isn't as good as you think it would be. I think you're better off with the Hoya spot. It's a tough one. Pick your leaf. That's exactly what it would be. I think, what do they call that? A node, right? It's got to have a node. So you got to have a node on the stem thingy in order for it to grow. So it would be pick your node. That's the kind of break we would have. Pick your node. That would be our break. We'll have succulent auctions. I'm not seeing a lot of... Not that I like in there so far. I mean, there are a couple of decent pinks, but... Segura. Puck. Brandon Belt. Oh, so here you guys want to hear my eBay story of the week? Happened twice, so it's a dual eBay story of the week. So I'm telling you whether you want to hear it or not. So I mistakenly bought the pink Brandon Crawford, thinking it was a purple because I'm a bozo, and I paid it, and I did everything because, you know, I'm not gonna kill it because I was an idiot. And but 2 weeks later, it still hadn't shown up, and he sent it PWE. So I sent him a message and I said, "Hey, it's been 2 weeks, hasn't shown up. Can we either replace it or refund it?" And I got a refund. Huh? Look at that! I got my $3 back. Woo! And then I had the same thing happen with the Brandon Crawford green that he sent PWE, a different guy. And on Friday, he gave me a 5-minute lecture about the post office, which I didn't respond to him. I should have. And I let it go. And then he said if it's not here by the middle of the week, that he'll give me my money back. And so I sent him one today. I said, still not here. And I got a refund on that. I got my $4 back on that. I'll take it. That's right. Here's how I know things are dumb. Here's how I know things are dumb right now. And you know what? For a seller's perspective, a good dumb. So I'm just saying dumb is that I was in on a Mike Yastrzemski red last night, and I was like, it was at $70-something. That dumb thing wind up going for $156, I think. $156 or some ridiculous number. Blake Snell, that's too bad. And I was like, what the heck? $156 for Mike Yastrzemski, second year? So I know it's going to be expensive. Gleyber Torres. But I did pick up a Dubon red. I did pick up a Samardzija red. And I picked up a... I did that. Here's my fun bid story. This is my fun overbid story of the day. I have these fun bid stories all the time. Uh-oh. I got one that I'm watching. Where is it at? I had the kids sitting there, and we were watching the Willie. There was a Willie Mays red Kettle Mart that was ending, and it was at $40. And I said, "Watch this, kids. We're gonna play the way over bid game." And so I put the bid up to $156.96 because it has ended in 96. And I'm not sure. I'm not following that conversation anyway. But so then I waited for 5 seconds to go, and then I hit bid, and then a card jumped from $40. No, it went up to 41. Then I hit to 45, and then it jumped up to $70-something. So I guarantee you, the dude who bid $76, who was the one who didn't win, was thinking, I am going to way overbid at 76, and I am going to get that card. And lo and behold, some other moron, hey, look, Tatis went two ways. Some other moron bid $156.96. I think we have a Lubob coming up. I don't know why. I feel like there's one happening. Just because he's dumb. So if you want to hate somebody on eBay, me. Man, look at that. Logan Webb. It is. Hey, look at that. Man, I'm so good. I am so good. If I was any better. Honestly. Man. Uh-oh. Got a corner problem. I think that's just a piece of paper mark. Piece of something on the corner. I don't think it's anything, but I'm not going to try and take it off. So that's on you there, homie. Betsy, I'm in it. I'm in it. That's the way I do it too. It does. I do feel better about that. I do. I've tried to explain this to people, don't get it, but you do feel better. But I went there and Mike Yastrzemski, and I bid $155.96 or whatever the dollar was below, whatever it was. And then I told my wife, I don't think it should go this much because it shouldn't. But let's see. And then when it went over 150, I was like, forget it. Look at that. Our second Lubob refractor. Mark's having a break. Dobnak. So there you go. I do feel like I got a deal. Yes. I see. Thank you, Betsy. You know what? We understand each other. We understand one another. We are kindred spirits. Truthfully, I just overbid because I like to torture people. But I also feel like I got a deal if it comes in under. So, you know. So today, oh, let me see. Today there's only one card up, but tomorrow there's like 4. I'm very excited about tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be like torture people day. Oops, what did I do? I don't know what I did. Quit messaging me. Man, honestly, I don't want your stuff. Do I bid on graded cards? Sometimes I do, Jason. Sometimes I do. I bid on vintage graded cards for sure. I always, though, try to opt for the ones, Jason, that look like they have been trimmed, because I feel like I'm getting a better value out of the ones that looks like they have been trimmed by someone and then sent back to tops to be regraded. You know, if they have been trimmed, if they were laser trimmed, and they came back a higher grade, I can ensure myself that that has got a sharper corner on it than it would otherwise. So, you know. That's what I'm looking for. Not that there's anything wrong with grading cards, but, you know. I do seriously though buy older. I don't buy new stuff. I think I picked up some. No, that's not true. I did pick up some 2018 Topps Chrome Giants red autos from nobody, Ray Black and guys like that. PSA 10 because I got them for cheap. No, there's 25 more after this one, CL. There you go. You know it's me. I don't ever put any other number here. Let me move it out, CL. So these stacks both have 10. So there's 20 here. And then there's 6 more here. And then there's our 2 jumbos back there. Yeah, you have time. You have time. Plenty of time. So like I said, we will have, not doing any eBay this week. I have made a decision not to do any eBay this week because I am lazy. We did eBay all last week and all the week before. I love eBay. Met a lot of great people on eBay. Some joined the group and you are fantastic. A couple of people didn't pay. Charlie, I sent you some cards, by the way. And I sent some. Who else did I send a stack? I sent it. So there was a Yankee who who didn't pay. And so I sent that to somebody. Somebody got a stack of Yankees in theirs, and I don't know who. I don't remember who it was, but they didn't pay for them, and I just canceled it and blocked the dude instead of waiting it out. And then I sent it to somebody. I do not, Jason. The gray doesn't bother me as much as if I like the card. You know what I'm saying? If I visually like the card, like for example, I bid on a lot of 1930s stuff for the Giants, lower grade stuff. I like 1s and 2s because I can get them at the price that I want to have them at. And so if I find a 2 that I like, or I have no problem bidding for that. 54 Topps, I have a set, and I've been working it in PSA 6. And if I find something better, I'll pick it up better. But I tend to look at the card itself first. Unless it's a new one, and then I just go by, Well, we had two Twins breaks in a row on the same night that they didn't pay. And so I let those play through, so now they're auto-blocked from bidding on anybody else's stuff. And then I had to wait for those to fall off, but I was going to send those to Charlie either way. So I went ahead and sent them. Yeah, and the thing is, Jason, if you can grab a deal, man, I always grab a deal if I see one. So what are you going to do? All you can do as a breaker on eBay is you just gotta, you know, again, I think we are fortunate in that we are big enough to absorb a $60 loss. Like the Yankees, he bid $59, I think. And we are big enough to be able to absorb that loss now, which is an awesome thing. So, you know, I just don't. Yeah, they're out of my range too, Jason. I would PSA 8 for older stuff is out of my range. The you know, so what are you gonna do? You just do what you gotta do. I was hoping I was gonna get lucky and hit something big for the Yankees, but I mean there were some decent hits, but there wasn't anything that was earth-shattering, so I just sent it off. It's like getting stuck with the White Sox that one day, and I mean, there were still like $250 worth of cards. Hey, look at that! Lou Bob went pink again. Man, you don't have a Lou Bob auto yet, but the spot has paid for itself. I mean, we've gone now 2 pinks, a sepia, 2 refractors, and a shimmy. That spot has paid for itself. So that's good. Why did I lower the price on that spot? I should have jacked it up a little bit more. If I'd have known Mark was going to buy it, I'd have jacked it up $50 instead of lowering it $50. You know, I don't recall Mark letting me know about any giants that he's pulled out of any of the Topps Chrome either. So, you know. I can't tell you guys the message I just got. It's inappropriate, but it's funny. That's why I was hoping to go to the National this year, but I'm kind of sad that it was canceled, because I was going to go down and go on a nice big Giants buying spree. But I guess I'll just have to wait for another year. And now that Joey Bart, okay, Mark, I take it all back. I'm glad I only charged $349 for the spot, and you know, I don't know what else to say. Hey, Boba Shat. Now that, you know, Joey Bart's going to either wind up in Update or Series 1, you know, all right. It was supposed to be in, why can't I think of it? Not Vegas, the other one. Atlantic City. And then they canceled it. It was in December. They moved it from July to December, and now they've canceled it altogether, which is dumb. Which is dumb. How much time do I have left? 2 minutes and 15 seconds. All right, let me put in my bid. Yes, that's right. Oh, my Lord, I can't believe he's interrupting the break to put a bid on a card. That's exactly what he's doing. Oh, wait, hold on. Cancel. Free standard shipping. That scares me. All right. Free shipping, I will bid more. I will bid more for a little bit of free shipping. Is it Chicago next year? Oh, baby. Dane, I do. Thank you. I appreciate you offering that to me. I do. I'm down to, I'll put the list up, but I'm honestly, Lizardo, we might get another Lou Bob Red out of this thing. I'm honestly down to mostly orange and red. The only one I'm going to have the hardest, well, the one I'm going to have the hardest time with will be the Yaz Freshman Flash autos, or Future Stars, whichever one he is. Because I bought, like I said, the Dubon had the same thing, and I snatched all his up. People want dumb money for the Willie Mays, but that'll come back down to earth. And Logan Webb. What is it about Logan Webb that people want a fortune for that guy? A fortune. An orange was $56. I'm like, $56? What kind of dumb money is that? How many seconds are left? 40 seconds. Okay. But whatever. Is there a big show in St. Louis? What's it called? I don't know. If it is, we're there. We're going to be shaking hands, kissing babies. I mean, the babies would be, of course, the guys that are in the breaks who never get a hit, who claim they never do. Here's a kiss for you, big baby. Now get out of here. You know, that kind of thing. Take a t-shirt. Don't wipe your tears on my t-shirt. Like that. Stay down. Stay down. I want it at $4.25. Woo! I got it at $4.25. Oh, happy day. Like that. Keep your crybaby tears off of my shirt. Give me it back. Give it to somebody who doesn't cry. I know your Dodgers suck. It's not my fault. Get out of here, Marie. It'd be like that. If anyone tells Marie I said that, kicking you out of the group. Pete Alonso. Munoz. Somebody's stuck. Ooh, Juan Soto. Huh. I'm going to have to start trying to hunt that down, Jason. We will be there if there's a big show. We'll have a booth. We'll be set up there. We'll take some. Hey, look at that, Savali. We're gonna take some little crappy product and overprice it, and sell it right there at the National. That's what we'll do. We'll take some little junky product and 2018 Top Series 1 hobby. Break that. Overcharge for it. Get all people all because of the hype of being at the National. New money. Take advantage of the new money. And then brag about it. Hey, remember when we went to the National and we took all those people for the money? That's right. What's the matter? Am I too slow for you?
No, I'm just helping out.
I'm too slow for my wife, and so she's opening packs.
I'll leave the cash. I'll just open the sleeves.
You can. I don't care if you open the packs. We'll put them up front if you're going to do that. So I have them up front. Why are you hiding junk? Betsy, you have lots of great ideas. That would be fun. You know what you do is you get T-shirts of some other breaker, and you put on their T-shirts. That's what we're gonna do, and then we'll you guys can run around and do that. That would be mean. It'd be funny, but it'd be mean. Santander. I haven't been to National in so long, I couldn't even tell you. What year was that? 1996? 1998? 1990 something, huh? What year was the rookie year, the first year for starting lineup that had Chipper Jones and Derek Jeter? 96, 98, whatever that year was the last time we have been to the National.
Had to have been 96. It was 96.
And it was in Anaheim, Brian. And it was in Anaheim. So whatever year those starting lineups came out was the year last. Yeah. Hey, no. I just want 10 at a time. How many did you open one of those?
Nope, I did not.
Jonathan said hi.
Oh, Jonathan.
Jonathan is persona non grata because he would rather have my wife doing all the breaks other than me. Everyone shun him. Everyone shun Jonathan for that. $19.89. You know, that was back, Brian, in the days when you could actually go to Anaheim. You know what I'm saying? You could actually get in and get out. Ah, the good old days. The good old days.
It would only cost like $25-$30 to get into Disneyland at that point.
Yeah, it was. It was cheap. Oh, thank the Lord they didn't. I am not an Aaron. Ron. I am not an Aaron. Wow. When we went to the National, Brian, there was a kid up front who was supposed to be handing out bags that had like the special cards and everyone had an autograph in it. That little sucker, unbeknownst to me, I can see him right now in my mind, was going through each bag and checking who the autograph was before he was handing it out. Little punk. He was on the left-hand side. What's up, David? Because there were supposed to be some good ones in there. And I remember buying I bought several of the starting lineup had a Rod Carew National. And I bought several of those. I remember that. All the fun days. We went to Disneyland. We paid for a trip to Disneyland from the National. And then we went to Vegas, right? Didn't we go to Vegas?
No, that was another trip.
That was another trip?
Yeah, that was a 2-week vacation.
Oh, all right, I'm wrong. All right, I'm not sure that is what I needed to know, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure I have an answer for that one. Okay, back to the cards. Glaber Torres. Oh, did you grow up in Orange County? That's cool. Mike Yastrzemski. So far, we have Justin Verlander as the first pink, then Glaber Torres, then Mike Yastrzemski, then Vladdy, and then Luis Castillo. So 4 out of 5. Pretty good. I did go back through my Mike Yastrzemski stuff again. I've gone through a couple of different boxes, and I found even more. I was smart where Mike Yastrzemski was concerned and picked up lots of color. I didn't know I picked up that much. Either that or CL got it for me, which could have happened too. Grisham. Tim Anderson. I feel like there is another Lubob coming. So we will have pricing. We will get. Is there a checklist out yet for 5-star? We'll get working on the pricing for. I actually enjoy. If you don't, you don't. I actually enjoy. Panini Immaculate. I think there's a lot of fun stuff in there. And it won't be too horrible, which is good. Which I like better. No 5-star yet? They suck. Oh, honestly. thought that was an autograph. Had I known it was Jeff Samardzija, I wouldn't have wasted my time. All right. Something's not right. Maybe I pulled from something else. It's supposed to be 5. There was only 4. Maybe I top one. Hey, there's another bow. Yeah, I saw the Immaculate checklist. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. And the thing is, you know, as long as it's not just redonkulous, I'm fine with it. And since we're going to break it in the Facebook group, shipping is going to be free because in case you missed, you know, completely, we're gonna do it that way. You like flagship and chrome, 2 good things. PYT. I don't think we're gonna do a random for those. Unless something horrible happens and we just can't work out pricing the way that we'd like to, then we might do a random. But I'm 99.5% sure it's going to be a PYT for both of them. I am honestly not a big fan. I am not a big random fan. That's like my last thing that I want to do. As a random. I know people love them, and I honestly don't care. Redonkulous. That's a good word. Go peddle your randoms in some other group. Didn't we just do a random the other day? A leaf. That is a good random product. Leaf Trinity is a good random product because that I had a PYT, it priced out PYT, but it just sets up better as a random. So I just contradicted everything that I said, and you know, okay. You know the thing I'm going to start doing, and this is the honest truth, Jason. I'm going to put an ad in Facebook Marketplace. And I'm going to start buying collections. I'm going to go start setting up at shows, and I'm going to just set up to buy. Well, I mean, there's a lot that you have to factor in. I mean, the cost of shipping, the cost of supplies. The cost of whether or not we're going to try to rebuy, the cost of the teams, you know, what's in each team, who are the possibilities and what are the odds of hitting those possibilities. We'll try to get to it this week, David. There's a lot that goes into pricing. What would be easy would be just to sponge off everybody else's prices, but I'd rather not do that. I'd rather take a look at. And the thing is, with tops, you have a pretty good rhythm on the. All right, Jason, have a good night. Yeah, you got a pretty good rhythm on who's going to be there. I mean, it's really, to me, looking at the checklist is really just to confirm that everyone is there who you believe should be there. And then, are there any exceptions for the Braves, for example? Did they include a lot of Hall of Famers? You know, how easy is Acuna to hit if he's in there? You know, for the Red Sox, because the Red Sox quite often they will include lots of Hall of Famers. You know, and then you adjust for that. And honestly, part of this too. You know what? I actually don't go to eBay. I don't go and look at what it's making on eBay. I mean, I see what it's making on eBay after the fact, but I don't. That doesn't. I mean, most of the time it doesn't because we break the when it happens, so you don't get to see it anyway. But eBay is always a madhouse, and if we went straight by eBay, it'd be a whole different ball game. Whole different ball game. I mean, I can't begin to tell you that on, you know, we're breaking series 2. We started off at 900 and something a case, or just over 1,000 a case, whatever it was, and we're breaking $1,600 to $1,800 on eBay, plus they pay for the shipping. So it's a whole, I mean, so if you take a look at that and then you add $5 times, you know, 21 people, you know, let's say, and then you subtract from that what we're selling it for in Facebook. Yeah, okay, yeah, I see that. But there's just, it's a lot of, and the thing is, I also look at who usually buys what team right out of the gate, and can I squeeze a little bit more money out of them? You know, that counts too. You know, can I squeeze a little bit more money out of I don't know who, somebody who always, in the first break, this person always buys this team. Can I squeeze $20 more out of that person? You know, that's factored in too. Sometimes I want a pizza, you know, and I'm like, can I get $20? I wonder, can I get $20 out of somebody? Yeah, the Dodgers. That's a good example. That's a good example. You know. We don't do snake drafts. Sorry. Dodgers are usually an easy one to mark up, Betsy. You know, jam it up, jamboree up a little bit. I keep waiting for her to show up and call me on it, but I don't like snake drafts. I don't like a lot of those other things. Let other people get complicated. I just want to be simple. I want to be simple. I guess you don't pay attention, Mark, when I say to you that I'm lazy. I am lazy. You're asking me to do work. I don't want to do work. What is the easiest path from point A to point B? Oh, really? I'm doing that. What is the easiest path? What is the least amount of work? Regular PYT, random. There it is. Hey, Scott, if I could get away with that, trust me, I would. Oh, snap, look at that. Wow. How about that? Out of a fat pack. Out of $4.99, Gavin Lux refractor. Auto's got some junk on there, so I'm spitting on it. I am literally, as we speak, spitting on this card. Come on. All right. There you go. Why do you want to fight me? That's Purdy. Who has the Dodgers? Somebody new had the Dodgers. Somebody that I didn't expect would take the Dodgers took the Dodgers. Taked the Dodgers. Did I say taked? Did anyone hear me say taked? That's terrible. Who took the Dodgers? Kevin Scott Graham. Look at that. Gavin Lux. Nice. That is what you hope happens. I was trying to smudge it. What I was doing, Scott. I licked it, and I was doing like that, and it wasn't helping any. So I guess they let that one dry, and then that's why I spit on it a couple of times to make sure that, you know, Grisham. Dodgers. Now there were some I don't know, residual something on there. I just want to try to get that off there. But I don't want to wipe it off, so whoever has that is going to have to take a look at that themselves, because I like it. Ryan Addison finally decides to say something. Fernando Tatis. Bo. Might be. Little Lux DNA. Hey, look at that. Green. Orlando Arcia. 76 out of 99. You know, it's a good hit. It's only our second Lux that we've hit. Only our second Lux that we have hit. Tatis, Albert. All right. Nice. Oh, I'm sorry. Noisy. Is that how you say his name? Noisy? Gavin Lux. McKay. Zach Collins. There's another hit coming. Little last stack mojo there. Is there somebody on the back of you? Brendan McKay refractor. Nico. So what do I want to hit? I mean, you always want to hit big. I think I'd love it if we had a redemption. I think that'd be fun. Aaron Judge. Aaron, is he still injured? Is Aaron the Judge still injured? Oh, look at that for the Mets. Look at that for Betsy. Pete Alonso, SP. Pete Alonso, SP. I think that might cover that spot. I think that might cover that spot. Is that true or not true? Because that is definitely Pete Alonso, SP. Yep. Pete. Carter. There he is. Think that's true? That's good. $29. I'm glad. I'm glad that covers that spot. Kyle Lewis has been a little quiet. Mariner spot has been very quiet today. Anyone building a pink set? Got a hit in there. Got a hit here. Wow, we got hits all over the place. Alzolay. Alzolay for the Cubbies. Negative. Dubon. Really like Mauricio Dubon. I really like Joey Bart in a Giants uniform. Oh yeah, Astros too. Yeah, my bad. Looking forward to watching the Giants. My wife is off, so we could sit on the couch together, get all cozy, and then she'll fall asleep. And then I'll say, look, hey, the Giants are on. She won't. She may wake up, and then I'll say, look, a plant, and then she'll wake up. Look, a plant. And then she'll be like, oh, hey, Nat, you just got an email for one of your plant things. Oh, what? Where? Brock Burke. purple. We have 10 autographs to go. I predict in those 10 autographs will be at least one big rookie auto. One big rookie auto. And that does not include Mauricio Dubon, who I consider to be a big rookie auto. Max Muncy, Mike Trout. Or we will hit Scott. No, not Scott. Why am I looking at... Oh, because Scott said something. Or we'll hit Matt Schwartz, something with Trout. Nico Horner. That would be awesome if they were kind. Heck, if we're going to dream, let's just say all 10 of them are. Let's be honest, if half of them are not pitchers, I'm thrilled to death. I would not be surprised, Mark, if we hit a Lou Bob auto. I would not be surprised. I don't need any Giants autos. Unless they're red or orange, I don't really need them. So I'm okay without Giants autos. Now, if there's a red inside here, as long as it's not... Puck would be a good auto. I don't want to be rude at all, Jonathan, but I'm pretty sure there's not a Jesus card in here. If there is, I hope we hit it, but I don't think he's in here. I assume that you meant that because you didn't say a last name with it, so. Oh, Jesus Luzardo. Thank you, Ryan. I was completely and totally confused about what Jonathan wanted me to hit for him. Now I understand. Now that we have some more context. I'm pretty sure he has a rookie card already somewhere. Now you're just being silly. Kyle Lewis.
Sorry.
What happened?
I need the help moving couch.
Why?
So I can sweep under our couch and the table at the same time.
Where's your sister at?
Upstairs. She's eating lower now.
All right. The dog's being fed? I would say Kyle Lewis counts as a good auto. So I think we are 1 for 1. We are 1 for 1. Kyle Lewis is a good auto. Sorry, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to torture one of my children. Yes, it's beautiful. How much are they selling it for?
That's a 3-minute auction.
Oh, forget about it.
I know, right? I just want to bid on it. I'm going to bid $75. I'm not going to get it.
$75?
I'm not going to get it. I'm telling you right now. These things fall in this.
Oh my lord, that's a Buster Posey red. That's a Buster Posey red. It might be, but that's a Buster Posey red there, Missy.
Look, already outbid. $85.
Okay,
I
good.
still got 2.5.
I mean, that's not good.
I just want to bid on it. I know we'll never have one.
All right, autograph number 2. Not rookie. Oh, it might not be an autograph. Big hit. Not rookie, big hit. I mean, not Kyle Lewis. I mean, not not rookie. Not pitcher, big rookie. Jeez. Kyle Lewis. Suddenly the Mariner spot is like, hello. I meant not pitcher, big rookie. There we go. Kyle Lewis. Negative. Seattle Mariner spot looking a little prettier. Who bought the Seattle Mariner spot? Who owns it? It is owned by Kenny. Kenny's like, all right, I'm glad I didn't buy the crappy Astros this time. Glad I didn't buy the
Not
crappy
plant rights,
Astros.
plant auctions.
Then a Tatis refractor. So we've gone 2 refractors and a shimmy shake at least on Tatis. Plus I think we had pink and sepia on him. So I think the Cardinals, Padre, who does he play for? Will be
Padres.
I'm taking a drink real quick. I think I'm having a stroke, so everyone just give me a second here. Was that the only one I have today? So today is good because we're covering spots. That's what I like. I like covering spots. We have covered the Mariners. We have covered the Lou Bob spot. We have covered the Astro. Oh, look, we got another. I think we either have a negative. Usually this is, if you have 2, usually one's an SP. So we might have an SP. I don't know. All of a sudden the words are going away. So there could be an SP in this. Ooh, is that a red?
It went at $145.
That's an orange. I think that's an orange, not a red. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Woo! I like it. Now, it looks like the Toronto Blue Jays spot is getting CL. Naughty. Remove. Naughty. I can't believe that. What did I just see? Wow, look at that. How about that? Who has a Blue Jay spot? Blue Jay spot has been a little tough lately, so now it suddenly got easier. Tommy. Hey, Tommy. All right.
You all suck.
What did it go for?
Well, that one for 145. This one I like too.
Liam Hendricks, Orange Wave, 2 out of 25.
It's already at $70, $80.
Liam Hendricks, orange. So Stellato, Jonathan has an orange so far. You know, Tommy, it's the battle of attrition, right? So that helps the battle of attrition. That was a Luzardo refractor. So the battle of attrition, we are winning now on, oh my goodness, the Dodger spot too. The Dodger spot, the White Sox spot, the Mariners spot, the Blue Jays spot. Who else? The only other big spot that we're not winning the battle on right now is the Astros spot. Right? Astros are the only other high-end team. Over $100, I should say. What does that SP go for? Pretty good money? Kepler. Nico Horner. Even the Cubs have had a couple of decent. You know, get a couple of Nico pinks and a shimmy shake. Maybe there's only been one pink. I don't think we hit him in a sepia either. The Mets have covered. The Padres have covered. My goodness. Isn't that card like 250 bones? Sam Hilliard. I wouldn't consider it. But what is Sam Hilliard? Sam Hilliard is not a pitcher. Not a pitcher. So it's a victory. So it's like a half. It's like a half. Because we've had, what? Only had... Lewis has been the only auto we've hit so far. So 2 autos, both not pitchers. I think Jake from State Farm is going to jump out here in a minute. Right? Am I wrong, or did I miss another auto? Come on, deep color. Oh, look at that! Well, if you have to get a picture, Jesus Luzardo, Blue Wave Auto. My goodness, now the A's have covered. Now the A's have covered. Look at that pretty thing. $94 out of $150. Holy cow. Why did I drop the price on these things? Man, we could have made more money and everyone covered. There you go, Jonathan. How about that? Everybody's covering for less money. Yes, that's right. I did point that out. Get over yourself.
What was this stack with the other stuff?
What?
All Cubs.
Where was that at?
Underneath the other ones that you had. Sitting right here.
It was a whole stack of nothing but Cubs?
Yeah. It was like 3 cards in, I realized it was like all Cubs. Maybe it was sitting over here, and now there was no cards over here.
Why? I don't know why that would happen. There's absolutely no reason for that to happen. That's weird. With the Cubs, I guess? I don't know. Are you sure they're not the Cubs? Spot?
Oh, never mind.
They are the Cubs spot? Okay, good. Thank goodness. I thought I shorted somebody. What? Luzardo again? Somebody better say something, or I'm gonna have to have a. What are you talking about, Jason? We hit a Yankees auto right away. Oh, okay. Look, so my thing stopped doing the. Everybody, you guys have been talking the whole time, so and none of it was showing up. Is she playing poker? Bad. No eBay tonight, Scott. I'm too lazy. Bichette, okay. We hit a Yankees auto, was the second auto out. And if you do it like 14 times, it doesn't work. Is that a base? So, big autos, Scherzer. So, 3 of our 4 autos were good autos, and then we had the one. What are they killing up there now? And then Sam Hilliard. Sam Hilliard's okay. I mean, you know, if you're going to have pitchers, I mean, come on, Luzardo. Who will be our last auto for this box? Let's last box mojo because we can. Is that a red? Oh man, for half a second I saw red. I almost passed out. It's not. Not a red. Oh, okay, now we're back down to earth with a crappy Padre. Crappy Padres. Last box mojo, guys. Last box. Who needs that? Who needs to catch up? The Astros and the Astros and the maybe the Cubs, right? We hit what's his name at a fairly decent clip. If we caught the Astros up, then we would be on every single one, right? That'd be all the big boys will have been squared away, right? Let me look at the list. Because I think we're good on the attrition battle for the... Not on the Cubs, I don't think. White Sox, yes. Not on the Astros. Ooh, not on the Angels. Dodgers, yes. Yeah, not on the Angels. Even close. Yankees could use some help. The A's are good. No, they're on a high team. Yeah, man. That's wow. I don't know what to say. I'm happy. Ooh, Lubob. We Lubobbed one more time. Will we Lubob in our last box? Yeah, we do. We need a Yordon for sure. We are bereft of a Yordon. There's one. All right, now we're all cut up. Now we're all cut up with the Astros.
This is one of the.
There it is. You're welcome.
It's like 1 minute in and it's already almost $200.
Well, it's a good thing you don't want to bid on it.
I'm not gonna bid on it. I want that one, but I'm not gonna bid on it.
Good.
Super skill.
$200. That's like three red cards I need for my Giants.
It's this one here, isn't it?
That is the ugliest plant I've ever seen in my life. That's ugly. That is hideous. Looks like a giant pile of mold.
He named it after his cat's tail.
He should have. His cat's probably fat and ugly, like that pile of plant. Looks like a pile of mold, Seth Brown. I would name that plant What Stinks. She's buying a, what kind of plants? Hoyas. She's buying Hoyas, Betsy. Man, it's been a long time since you pulled... Well, I honestly don't ever think that I pulled a Mark Teixeira, so that is the most accurate statement of the day. It has been a long time. Alex Young does not help us at all with this box. It helps the Diamondback spot because, let's be honest, the Diamondback spot is so cheap that card covers it. So when we make drug references in the channel, YouTube says, oh look, this channel, people are making drug references. And then said breaker gets penalized because someone is making drug references in the channel. So maybe, just maybe, we shouldn't do that. Brenda McKay. We'll take McKay. I can't say 100% that Acapulco Gold is marijuana, but I'm pretty sure that it is.
Sounds like alcohol to me.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a doobie.
Well, you know more than I do. I have never guessed.
Remember my Uncle Nick? He used to sell marijuana. No, that's not on eBay. That's actually a Facebook auction, Betsy.
They're 3-minute quick fix auctions.
They're 3-minute crazy lady auctions.
It's not just
It's
like,
crazy women who are sitting around the house with nothing else better to do than buying plants. It's millennials borrowing their parents' checks to, credit cards to buy plants that they shouldn't be. Are you bidding on something, or is he saying... Ooh, look at that one. Now that's nice for the Dodgers, too.
He just now posted this, right? Starts at $1. Already had 21 hits on it. It's already up to $300.
Wow. That's silly.
It went from $1 to $300 in 7 seconds.
I wish that would happen with my... Oh, I guess it does.
I liked it.
I'm going to pretend like I know what that is, Betsy, and say, yep, exactly like that. And now he goes from talking about marijuana to talking about guns. I'm glad we don't monetize, because if we had monetized, Ryan Addison would have killed this video for monetization. And there goes our daily $1.76 from YouTube. Ryan the Break Killer. Juan Soto. Well, you can't. There's no such thing as free speech on a private thing. I don't know what you guys are. No, that this free speech argument is silly. Free speech is free when you're standing out on the street corner and you're saying what you want to say. It is not free in a. This is a privately owned business. They have rules. You can't walk into the middle of Menards and say whatever you want. It's a privately owned company. They can tell you what you can and can't say. Gonsolin. So the free speech argument doesn't work. They'd really do that, Ryan, yes. They have certain keywords that if they're uttered and you monetize, that they will take away your monetization. But since we don't, it's not a big deal, but I just don't want the YouTube police on me. We're on Facebook. I don't know. There's no such thing as free speech when you're, privately owned company. If we were on my website, it'd be different thing altogether, but we're not.
Should I just put 400 on this thing and get it?
No.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't.
Diaz. Marlins. That's a nice one. That's pretty.
He's slow. It went 375, but it was bid all the way up to 3.
When are we doing that chat break? I don't know what the chat break is. What is a chat break? I just like giving Ryan Addison a bad time because it's fun to give Ryan Addison a bad time. No, he didn't, Jeremy. Come on, the Barbie doll thing. The Barbie doll thing. What's that? Is this a good one? Zach Collins. All right, we'll have Stadium, yeah. How much Stadium Club? I don't know. That kind of depends upon how dumb they are. Aquino. I've watched that guy's breaks. He says Aquino. And I also, somebody said to me that somebody says Bichetti, and I heard somebody say Bichetti too. I was like, Bichetti? Where in the heck did we have 5 autos in this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, we had 4 autos. As good as that other box was, this one has not been. Hitter, pitcher, but it is Brendan McKay, pitcher. Darn it. I heard him say Bichetti. I heard Aquino too. I was like, what the hey? But you know what? Maybe it's on purpose like I do it. That's my story anyway. I'm sticking to it. Last auto. Is it color? Lou Bob. Come on, last auto. Lewis Robert. Lewis. I like Louis Robert, personally. I like the French Canadian. I like the French Canadian, Louis Robert. But no one else does. Oh, no. Oh, no. As good as that other box was, honestly, this one was like... This one was like not what we wanted. All right, so the Astros didn't cover. Cubs... No, I didn't do anything. Why, did your feet drop? Here's all the things. Man, a bunch of them we sleeved. A bunch. There's one. I'm going to count up the Tatis. 2. Three, 4. I don't think we got a sepia of Tatis. Oh, 5. So that's pretty good. You got a triangle black screen. That is weird. Wasn't me. I'll let you be dumb all on your own. Maybe YouTube got you. Maybe you got YouTubed. Nyko. Kyle Lewis. Maybe you got YouTubed. I would feel bad for you, but I don't. Pete Garcia. Over there. Go up there, you go over there, you go over there. Oh, Aquino, I forgot about him. It's easy to forget about him nowadays. That's probably exactly what happened. YouTube was like, oh, that dude, do something with him. My goodness. You know, the Lou Bob spot was a lot of really terrific color, which was nice. I really like that. The only thing I can do is boot you, and I wouldn't do that. Then I'd have to go back to torturing somebody else, and you know, he gets his feelings hurt every time I bring up his Barbie doll collection. So he really doesn't. I just like to torture. I like to torture. I'm an equal opportunity torturer. All right, let's look at rookies. Nico Horner. 1 pink and 1 shimmy. Bo did better. 2 pink, 1 refractor, and 1 SP. So that's good. That covers that. Jordan, we only had 1 refractor, so that's not good. Net. I have no idea what's going on, but Aquino, 1 pink.
Why are we pounding all over the floor?
Now they're in trouble. Gavin Lux, 1 pink, and we had the Gavin Lux auto out of 499, so that's nice for the Dodgers. And Kyle Lewis probably did, well, he only had one pink, but he had a negative, and then he had a base auto. Nothing wrong with being sensitive, Jeremy. You can be sensitive if you want to be. Just give me back my t-shirt. That's all. How'd I miss a giant? All right, Lou Bob. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 35th. 3 of the Freshman Flash. These are all base. 5 base. There's $100. 1 Shimmy Shake. 150. 2 refractors. Now we're up to 250. 1 sepia. Now we're up to 300. And 2 pinks. Now we're up to 4. There, we covered. Covered! Plus whatever White Sox came out. So that was nice. A Pete Alonso SP. Negatives. Puck. Kettlemart. Alzolay. And Rios. That's a good one. I think Rios is going to be a good player. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. Probably a million. Purple. Kevin Biggio. Burke. Zach Collins. So there's your over. 400 plus $1. Greens. No, let's go with blue. True blue. Mondesi for the Royals. 76 out of 150. 2 green. Ozzy and Orlando Arcia out of 99. And then 1 orange. Orange Wave. Liam Hendrick for the A's. Autos. Base. Munoz. Agrizal. Mendick. Savali, because what's the break without Aaron Savali? Hilliard. Baez. Young. Brendan McKay. Gonsolin. Tinoco. And Luzardo number 1. For the out of 499 bunch, we had Diaz for the Marlins and Mike King for the Yankees. And then the Blue Wave, Jesus Luzardo. You know, this was a really excellent break. This is really an excellent break. And there you go. Tomorrow, I'm going to have to work out the logistics of tomorrow because tomorrow night is church at 7 to 9:30. So what we may end up doing is selling the breaks early and breaking them late, something like that. But we will have pricing and all the information on both of those because I do plan on breaking them both tomorrow. So we want to do at least one break of 5-star and at least one break of Panini Immaculate. So we will figure it out. We'll figure it out. And then I'll have more information as soon as we have it. Thank you guys for the fun conversation. This was a lot of fun. See, it's good when we have the good conversation and decent stuff to go along with it. It's when it's the one or the other that, you know, that's always. But when they're combined, when they come together, they come together. Okay, that's it for me. You guys have a fantastic rest of your night. As always, if I can do anything for anyone, please don't hesitate to shoot me a message and let me know. If I like you, I'll answer. If I don't, I'll ignore you and then tell you in a couple days, ooh, snap, I didn't see that one. You know, something like that. I just did that to a couple people today, so I hope they know that I'm joking. You guys have a great rest of your night. Talk to you soon. Take care.